Right, and now it's entirely new for me. And that's all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. The one was your favourite part of the game. I can get another one if you want. Surely you can remember more than that. Did you see anything suspicious? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? Lady Lena was staring at Lord Sulia's dress a bit too much, if you ask me, but nothing else, I'm afraid. And we are again deeply sorry about your daughter, Lord Eton. Thank you. Oh, you cunt. He did it. He did it. He threatened us and he did it. I think we have examined all your guests, Your Grace. We haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Talys' soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Evo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talys must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you can find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. It was you. Talys wasn't anyone's favourite person, but you'd need to have a very good reason to murder the King of Atana. You mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Radovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talys' Evo's army. We need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince Evo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighbouring lords, make allies, sign treaties. Sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you too. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You do want something in return, I presume? Lurs from Pendrell, Your Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Branca. Turmeric, caraway, anise. Food's as bland as hell without all these. Persuade Lurs to renew the deliveries, and my men will aid you in the battle, Your Grace. I'll see what can be done. Very well, Your Grace. Now that's a start. We should invite Lurs over, see what we can do. I've also marked areas of interest on the map. Might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. Need a bit more than 1 or 2 bits of gold. We don't know when Radovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I have made a note of things we can do on our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment for our agents. Can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, well, fuck. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on the case? Well, you can now use the map to explore locations and help locals to try and gain extra resources. Open the map. So we've got Luba, Wallamy, and Cossano. There's a wee cave down there. Okay. Let's check out Luba. Off you go, General. And now someone's going to want the general. We should see what's going on with those spices. Would you like to invite Lurs, Your Grace? Sure. Yes, let's invite him. Just open the allies panel, Your Grace. Lurs can be invited from there. Well, it's amazing that you can see this panel in this game, you fuck. To prepare for battle, you need to make alliances with lords. Some lords will provide extra gold or supplies in addition to their army offer. Lord offerings are shown to the right of their profile. Deed. Let's invite the deed guy. Yeah. Right, so Jovan would give us gold, and some folks, Lena would give us 4 and 5 and 300. Eton, oh, he's going to give us 6 gold, eh? He told us that, didn't he? Lars would give us 6 supplies and 200 swords, okay. Ada's given us 60 and 1 supply. Yep, does. And I hope it's like Lena Headey. That would be cool. I totally should have invited Lars first though. Wasn't thinking. Right, Mr. Banker, get the fuck. That's it for now. Fuck off. Fuck off now. Dear Father, we have arrived. Tana is nothing like Tavern. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly, it seems. Asalia would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Sidani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. Cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Atana. All makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks, there lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. So what you're saying is I should be in Ebo's position, because that's my fucking banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug mother for me. Yours, Lorsulia. No, we do not need the banker, Boyd. We do not. Also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. You reply to Lorsulia. Tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course. What should I ask her about? I'm not sure. Do the girls have some questions? Of course. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Right, servant boy. Shut up to you, Tay. You called for me, Your Grace. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing by the gods. Your voice sounds much more like you're hiding something. Please don't punish me. I swear I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Who hired the servant? Boy, stop crying and tell me something useful. Have you seen anyone suspicious around the castle? No, Your Grace. I have seen no one. Please, let me go. I promise I didn't do anything, but the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, though, I swear. I believe that narrows our search, then. You may go, but don't leave Davern until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. And how the hell are we going to stop him from leaving? Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he is too dumb to find a way back. Oh, right, this guy happened in the beta, in the first before the wedding. Do you think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. Sure, have some gold. I believe that should be enough to cover your loss. I get paid for losing my son. That's wonderful. Thank you, Your Grace. Grazina, go send all the other little brats into the forest. We are getting rich. Fucking asshole. The gardens. Right, Asalia. I hate that you had to see that. Lorsulia sent a letter. Your sister has arrived safely in Atana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. You write to Lily, can you ask her about Evo? What's he like? Just can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. That was a dickish thing to say. Yeah, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, what happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then, although Lorsulia's dress was rather embarrassing. Can't believe you chose that one for her. I'd never let you choose my dress. Well, we'll see about that. I am totally picking your dress and you're going to go out in a pink tutu. What the fuck are you doing back in here? I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh yes! Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Or, no. Tell her Asalia read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, silly pickle. So I can only say one thing. Yes. Oh, this is too big a decision. I'll come to you later when I think of something good enough. And don't worry about it too much, you will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. Is everything alright, Sedani? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone and now Smudge is, well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. Then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Lily. We promised you'd convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? Of course she will. Let's carry on with the lies. Let's give her some time to settle in first, and then we'll arrange to bring her here for a dinner. Do you think she could bring Dusty? I don't think so, said Annie. He's a cat. He don't like to be locked up in a cage for hours. I'll find a new pet before she comes then. Fairly sure he just said Mamma Mia. Darling? Ursulia sent a letter. Her daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. Quite jealous of her. Tana is a beautiful place. Their castle is much better than ours too. Fuck you! If you want it better, you make it better, right? Hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she's dealing with all of these new things and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Seriously, why even ask the questions if you're just going to be a dick? Thank you, my darling. What happened at the wedding was awful. Still can't believe Talys was poisoned. Could have been me. I think Ursulia will be alright. Evil seemed very upset. I'm sure she will be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Evil. Who could have done something so terrible? Must be one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling, let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I will let you rest. Oh, that's very gracious of you. Thank you. I don't like who the character I am. I don't appreciate him. Alright, he's still not saying anything. Did you have anything to do with it? It would be very much in your interest that the deal doesn't go through. How could I do anything from behind these bars? I've got to say, whoever killed your king has put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. Have you considered letting me out, your grace? The gods must have spared my life for a reason. Sure. I hope you learned your lesson. You may leave. What? Really? The gods have truly chosen me. I will go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, your grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. Fucking better not involve me chucking you back in there. Yeah, no, he's just talking about boredom. How can I help you, your grace? Heard you know something about Talys' death. Tell me about what happened during the wedding night. Servant said you saw someone? Saw someone? No, but I have found this. Some kind of tooth, I think. And how did you obtain this item? It was guarding the prisoners, your grace. Well, might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate, after all. Never left the dungeons, of course. Until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars, yes. A little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, your grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. They probably crept in while you were busy drinking. Sorry, your grace, I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. Because of you, a man is dead. Ugh. Right. That's where we want to be, okay. I have a lead on the investigation. Found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talys' death. What have you found? Animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. Don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. A guard found it in a wine cellar. How the fuck do you know it's a dragon tooth? Could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell where exactly this tooth came from. Don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put the word out that we're looking for one. That's all I found. Is she ever going to leave this room? Another week that we didn't fail. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger your army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep cost, you will lose some soldiers. So I think we will, yeah, so we'll lose 4, the equivalent amount of the supplies. We're going to use Stan still, so he needs to be paid. Gain 5 boost to contentment, 1 use for carnival. Alright, okay. Let's not do that for now. And we can't do the upgrades anyway, so save and continue. There's Lady Lena. She's a bit older than I was expecting. Right, General, what did you find? Grace, a nearby river has dried up. The residents have been carrying water to their homes from a lake for days. I helped them with my horse, and now they have extra water saved for a few days. Made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. Good. Oh, 4 happiness. Whoosh. Right, Lady Lena. Pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. And my biggest condolences about Talys, although I didn't like him at all. Anyway, Lars has explained your situation to me. I believe I can help for something in return, of course. See, you have something I want to give to my son. Someone, actually. I would like your daughter, Asalia, to marry him. I believe this would greatly strengthen our relationship for years to come, and as a start, I would lend you my army. 300 fully equipped and trained soldiers, all ready to stand against Radovia. And along with men, 4 gold and 5 supplies. So, what do you say? Let me think about it. I need some time to think this through. Oh, of course, darling. As much time as you like. Just remember that Radovia won't be waiting for you to get ready. Haha. Fuck you. I know she was the best one, but I just want to make sure we're not going to, you know, need Asalia for anything else. Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today? Please? Of course, I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done in here. It's Pietro. I'm sorry for what I said last time, Your Grace. I cannot think straight sometimes. Thing is, someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If I tell anyone that I know, then they will know, and that is worse, right? I think we've both had enough of this. In prison. How can I help you? How can I help if you won't tell me exactly what's happening? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I just saw a man and... No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if this person is listening? You should leave. I'll waste my time if you can't come up with a way for me to help you. Fine, Your Grace. I really didn't mean to upset you. I'm just so scared. Don't come here. I didn't want to say don't come here again. Jesus fuck. Did I hear about hiding evidence? Who was hiding evidence? Your Grace, I hate that Lorsulia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I already miss her father. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course she can, said Danny. Mother said Lorsulia sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? You asked about Dusty? Haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask Rosalie about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? I will ask her about Dusty. Yes, said Danny, I will ask her about the cat. Ah, thank you, Father. I mean, your grace. Let's write a letter to Lorsilia. Tell her she has forgotten her slippers and she will need to come home. About herself. How she is, what she does with her time. Tell her everyone is missing her. Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. But all I can ask her is how she is. Jesus fuck, how big is the writing? Your Grace, men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please send us some help. I don't get my general. Right, you can get 14 supplies. I believe that should be enough to get you back up and running. Grace, that is very kind. Your good deeds will spread far, I'm sure. Very good. Well, do, mate. Go, Senor General. And up again, I'm going to see what the hell else is going on. Although I'm going to invite lures. That's the one thing I meant to do. Let's go to the bedchamber. So what are you guys thinking of the game so far then? What do you think about finding a Salia a prince? Lady Lena came to me with a proposition. Salia? She's still young. Thought we wouldn't have to think about it until after the battle. I know, I wasn't really sure what to tell her. She was offering her support in the battle if we agree. Need as much help as we can get, but I don't want to let Salia go yet. I'll leave this decision up to you, sweetheart. Thanks. Don't want to give another daughter away. First marriage went terribly. I don't want to repeat that. Gonna have to get married at some point. I know this isn't entirely fair. I don't want her to get married to a stranger. Find her someone more appropriate after the battle, I'm sure. It's a relief. It's hard to imagine losing 2 of my daughters in 1 year. Not losing them. They're just getting married and then fucking off. So technically you are losing them from the castle. Fucking dumb fuck. I know. I'll invite Lady Lena and let her know what my decision is. No, that wasn't me setting it in stone, by the way. Yeah, that was the feedback I gave them. I think it would be awesome to be able to pick which kingdom you went and for it to be more random, like you're saying. I don't like the set in stone, this is what will happen. Yada yada. I'd rather it came from the reactions. I know that would be probably pretty hard to code, but yeah, I mean, I don't like this fuck nugget. I'd rather I was my fuck nugget self. And also, like I said earlier, of the 3 kingdoms, I picked Radovia in the Discord, so... Right. Looks like she wants to hack and slash a bit again. Yes, Father. Lady Lena visited me. You remember Lady Lena? She was at your sister's wedding. Yes, why are you telling me this? Well, she asked me if you would like to marry her son. Before you throw a tantrum, know that I haven't given her the decision yet. Oh, I see. Guess I won't have much to say in this matter anyway. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I don't even know him. You think I want to marry a stranger? Anyone that you know and would want to marry? No. We need to find you someone sooner or later. You know how this works. I know, I just don't think I'm ready for this. No one is ever ready for this, ass. Yes, Father? How's your practice? Are you ready? Hey, that was good. Ha! I know. Ach! Too slow. Have you heard about Sedani? What happened? Told her she could find a pet that can actually do something besides being disgusting. She's been leaving bait in the garden since then. For fuck's sake. Nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. In the evening I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk half her size, she panicked. I grabbed my sword, she could barely lift it. It was hilarious, she kept hitting that poor skunk but it wouldn't budge. What a bitch. Poor Sidani. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Sidani actually cried when she found out this thing was stuck. Oh, Asalia. Come on, father, you have to admit this is funny. Like a little bit. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you running around with your sword. I know, she keeps pestering me to fight her. We should end it. Fucking Jesus! I just said end it. Better check on Sidani. Who of course is in the room she's not supposed to be in. Your Grace, do you want to talk about the skunk? Salia told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It's dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle, so I just took Asalia's sword. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, father. I hope you forgive me. I'll never do this again. Of course I forgive you. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. She's going to run around with the sword again tomorrow. I know how this goes. Alright. Okay, that's us done for this week. Still just paying the 4. Our money's actually going up finally. Good. Good.